is Brian DiLeonardo, State's Attorney for Carroll County, and we're here at the 4th Annual Drug and Violence Awareness Expo that's put on by the Chamber of Commerce. And it's a really great event because we're able to bring in hundreds and hundreds of students in the county and really present to them about what's going on and the dangers of opiate addiction and where they can turn for help. And we have a large number of vendors and booths and organizations that are all here to provide information for our kids. And it's really education and prevention is the key to dealing with our opiate challenges.
Typically it starts off with someone who has had an injury or has access to some type of prescription drugs. Maybe an older sister or brother had some type of an injury and the pharmacist that gave them medication with specific directions, but they didn't need it, so maybe they left it in the medicine cabinet. So it could be something that's right in our very own homes that could lead us to make these bad choices. Then it's abusing, right? Then it's taking a little bit more. Oh, it took the edge off. Oh, I'm having a bad day. Maybe I was depressed to begin with, so I took a little bit more, and then I became even more depressed. And then you're dependent on it. You can't go another single day without having a pill. So you might need to speak to someone. Who can you speak to? Yeah, you can talk to your parents. Sometimes that can be a little uncomfortable. Sometimes you can talk to a coach. Coaches are amazing. I'm a doctor of medicine, but the important thing, a doctor of pharmacy. But the important thing to remember is I didn't go to pharmacy school to give medications to people who need them, in turn for them to be out in our community, being misused, for people to make bad choices with them. And if I knew that medication that I gave out as a pharmacist resulted in someone ending up like our friends that we saw up here earlier, it would break my heart.
We've got to have some really cool stuff for the kids to do when they get here. So we brought a number of things out for them to be interactive with. Got a command bus here, our police car, our crime scene techs, canine demonstrations, and over on the opposite side of the building is Sydney, which is a device that kids can drive, a go-kart type thing that simulates if they were intoxicated or at a certain level of an alcohol rate. So a lot of activities, and it's really been a wonderful expo that's put on. Now for the 4th year, it's getting bigger and better each year. A lot of really good vendors that are out here to explain, like Brian said, the issues that we're facing in the county and that the young folks are facing day in and day out that we want them to be aware of.
Our focus with this display here today is really is on opioids and heroin addiction because of the epidemic that we have going on, not just in our state, but all across the country.
You just arrived on the Mobile Command Center, MC1, for the Sheriff's Office. Now the resources we have our radios. This is a portable one. But up here we have mobile ones, and there's mobile radios throughout this command bus. We use all these workstations, computers, also for devising our plan, any action reports that we need to do, we'll use the computers. Below us, if we're not using electric power, we run on gasoline. Our generator, with a full tank of gas, will run for 3 days. Phones, communications, we have fax machines, we have cell phones here, regular landline phones, everything that we need to use back here. That way it gives everybody the opportunity to come out and see what we do and meet the deputies at Carroll County Sheriff's Office.
We respond to every scene, all the way from a theft to a death investigation. And we're currently on call about 48 hours at a time. We actually have a bunch of stuff on our newest forensics unit over here. We've had this unit for about 1.5 years, and it carries all of our equipment that we take to every scene with us. One of the things that we have is a super glue fuming dome, and if you've heard of super glue fuming, we do that to enhance latent prints at scenes. So what it does is it adheres to the latent print and it preserves it, and we're able to lift it with black powder.
We're out here for the 911 aspect to let the kids know that they can call 911, not to be afraid to do that. If they see something, if a friend would happen to overdose, we encourage them to do it. We can help them take care of that person until fire and EMS arrive. We've been talking about the car that's here, what happened with it, and what the fire department does in that aspect of helping someone get out of the car or just taking care of them if they have any injuries.
I think it's important for them to have a healthy understanding of what we use it for. That way when they see it, they're not necessarily scared of it or think it's a bad thing. Because some people see an armored vehicle and they immediately think that things are militarized and bad. but we use this for safety of not only the citizens but the officers that respond to scenes. So it's getting them to see our side of the picture and to realize what this all is used for. It's more of a defensive and safety thing more than an offensive. We're not trying to go out and get people with it. We're just trying to keep people safe.